Hi YouTubers, this is Kirk and I'm coming at you with my 1 week post-op update. It's actually been 1 week and 2 days. The reason for the delay is I celebrated my 1 week surgiversary by going back to work. So I actually worked 2 days last week, Thursday and Friday. So I'll tell you a little bit about that in a second. What everybody likes to hear, I think, primarily, or at least from the get-go in these video updates, are the stats, or how the weight is doing. So I've got some nice figures for you because I was able to compile these after my 1 week visit yesterday with my surgeon. So I had my first consultation with my surgeon back on November 7th. And at that time, I weighed in at the office at 343. I know that that's not my highest weight. I've actually remember having gone to my primary care physician a few times whose scale only went up to 350 and my weight exceeded that. So they weren't able to record anything over 350. So I know that my high weight has been over 350. So we're going to call my high weight 350 plus and go from there. On the date of surgery, my weight was 326. So, that represented about a 17-pound weight loss between my very first consult and surgery day. I'm happy to report that yesterday during the weigh-in, I weighed 314. So, since my surgery date, a week ago Thursday, I've lost an additional 12 pounds. So, I believe that brings my total overall to about 29 pounds total. So, I'm really excited about that. It's already making a huge difference in the way that I feel in my clothes, and people are starting to notice, especially people who hadn't seen me for a couple weeks. So it's always nice to get compliments, and always glad to hear that everything is working. The past week has actually been pretty not so horrible. I think after my last video was sort of in the peak of sort of the gastrointestinal activity with my brain, reacquainting itself with my stomach and my intestines getting to know each other. So a lot of that kind of gas and weird loud gurgling and churning actually stopped, I think, pretty abruptly. I think, at some point, maybe that later on that night or the next morning, there was a lot of productive gas that came out and made things a lot more comfortable. So I'm really happy about that. Although it was not necessarily painful, it was just kind of an odd sensation and weird. So I'm glad that kind of subsided, because it could be really distracting, especially for the people around you. So so the week hasn't been too bad. The 2 days that I worked, I was really nervous about going back to work so early, and of course it was against the advice of my physician, who really wanted me to take a couple weeks off. Unfortunately, I'm not in the type of position where I can take that amount of time off, especially all at the beginning of the year. But I do have a desk job, so it's not as though I'm out moving or lifting heavy things. I am sitting at a desk in a gorgeous office building in downtown Seattle with all the comforts of home, more or less. So I negotiated, terms with my boss as far as, if I was starting to feel tired, or if I didn't think I was going to make an entire day. I kind of planned that out ahead of time to sort of be able to excuse myself to either leave early or whatever, and she was totally fine with that. They're all just, of course, happy to see me happy, healthy, and just, alive and walking around and getting back to be my old self. I'm a little distracted here because I was going to see if I could pull up something. When I came back to work on Thursday, my desk was covered in pictures of my old stomach. For some of you that might have seen my profile on Obesity Help, I did post some pictures of my old stomach sitting on a table post-surgery. And my coworkers had a field day with those. So when I came back, my favorite one, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. Oh, maybe you're not. Oh, no, that's too bad. I'll find another way of posting it, but essentially it's Honey Boo Boo eating my old stomach. So, yeah, they're kind of weird. But, so yeah, I think everything is going well. My first week post-op visit with my physician went really great. He's really happy with the way my incisions look. I'm happy with the way they look. I mean, I actually woke up and had been sleeping on my stomach, which I thought, wow, I must really not be sensitive, in that area anymore for me to have been able to roll over and sleep comfortably. So that's really good. Great news. He graduated me to pureed foods, which is nice. So I went to the store and bought some Progresso soups, some of the low-fat, lower calorie ones. And my plan is to, puree those and give them a shot. I gave my first one a try last night and tolerated it really well. One can of Progresso soup pretty much lasts it's good for about 3 meals. Although I have no problem, taking fluids and eating these pureed foods, the volume is very restricted, which is nice. Nice to know that they did a great job with with my new stomach, and I sort of learned quickly, like, oh, okay, this is the limit. This is about how much I can have without feeling uncomfortable. I would say that's about a half of a cup or less right now of a pureed soup. Now, clear liquids or just water, it seems like I could drink a little bit more, than that, and not be uncomfortable. And I'm really excited about that because I've really made it a strong goal to remain hydrated. Even though I think I'm really doing really, really well with my hydration, my urine tells a different story. My urine is still, a little on the medium darkish side, so it looks like I could be doing a little bit better with my hydration, so I'll just keep trying. That's all you can do, right? So anyways, that's sort of my update. That's what's going on. It was, everything went just so well last week, and I feel really good. Today's Saturday. I decided to kind of take it easy today. Just got up from a nap a little while ago. So I'm not gonna, go too crazy yet, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing, how the rest of this journey plays out. I'm really enjoying the fact that I haven't really experienced any hunger yet. I haven't even experienced the head hunger phenomenon yet, which I hope I don't. But I'll just take each day as it comes and each challenge, and really, sort of be really cognizant about the choices that I'm making and the things that I want to put in my body now that I've gone, to this extreme to make a change. I appreciate the comments that I have received. I really was surprised to see the number of subscribers jump last week. So I'll make a better effort to make these things more regular and try to pass on as much information as I can, because I think my experience so far has been really positive, and I'll be sure to share all the negative with you too. But to be completely honest with you, aside from a little dip in my energy level, everything's right on par for the course. Everything is going well, and I think a lot of that has to do with me being super compliant and having also learned a lot from watching you guys out there in YouTube land, and sort of learning from your trials and tribulations and triumphs. So keep it up. I look forward to all of the updates every day, and I look forward to getting to know a lot of you a lot better. So have a great weekend. Bye.